At Hope at 4 this week, we heard of a teacher of the law come to Jesus, noticing that he was doing well in debating, that he was giving good answers, came to him and said, of all the commandments, which one is the most important? Now, the most important one, answered Jesus, is this. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, and with all your strength. The second is this, love your neighbour as yourself. There is no greater commandment than these. That's what Jesus said to that question. Love God with all that you've got. Then a few verses later, Jesus told, Mark tells us this story of Jesus. Mark says that Jesus sat down opposite the place where the offerings were put and watched the crowd putting in their money. Here's what happened. Well, lots of rich people came to give their money to the church and they made a big deal of it. They put their money... look at all that money I've given to church. They put their money in so that people could see, to get their own glory. But then Jesus tells of a poor widow who came to the treasury and put in just a few pence. In fact, that was all she had to live on. Jesus says this. Let me read it. So calling the disciples to him, Jesus said, truly I tell you, this poor widow has put in more money into the treasury than all the others. You see, they gave out of their wealth, but she, out of her poverty, has put in everything, all she had to live on. You see, here she's giving back to God. She's living out the greatest commandment. She's loving God with all her heart, mind, soul and strength. She's loving him with everything. She's literally put in all she had to live on. She is giving her life to God, her all, to show that she loves God. What a challenge for us. We don't need to give all our money away, don't worry, but we do need to give all of our lives to Jesus, to following him, to loving him. So my question to you is, are you doing that? Are you loving God with all your heart, your mind, your soul, and your strength? Because only if you're loving God with everything can you love your neighbours. Remember, Jesus gave his life for us. Let's be giving our life in a thankful response to him.